Okay guys, it is long overdue for another Virgin Galactic video. This past week has been very bearish for the stock. So in this video, I want to cover why Virgin Galactic has lost like 10% this past week. And it's really primarily caused by two reasons. The first reason is because analysts have suddenly turned bearish on the company, even though nothing fundamentally has changed in the company. So I find this quite ironic because just 2 weeks ago, they were very bullish on the company, given price targets of $36, and now all of a sudden, for no reason at all, they're changing their tune and lowering their price target. So that's the first reason. The second reason is because of this test flight window that was supposed to start October 22nd, and now that we haven't seen the test flight happen, people are getting worried and they're starting to just pull out of the stock, even though we knew from the very beginning this was just a test flight window. But in their credit, I don't like how Virgin Galactic is handling this test flight. They keep on saying it's going to happen later this fall. Well, you gave us the date of October 22nd, that's when the test flight window is, so why can't they say it'll be within like a month or a couple weeks of that time? Now they're just saying later this fall. So they're not being clear with that kind of information, and I think that's frustrating some investors and shaking them out of the stock right now. But anyways, let's go through some of the articles and see what analysts are saying about the stock right now. Okay, so before we get into the articles, I do just want to show you guys a tweet that Virgin Galactic did just 21 hours ago. When I post this video, that'd be 2 days ago though. It says here, the next time we ignite a rocket motor, it'll be to power our spaceship to space if the skies above New Mexico later this fall. So again, they're saying later this fall. The next time they power it, it'll be going to space later this fall. I really wish that they would be more clear on this. But anyways, they're not for whatever reason, but a little update on Twitter. Now, there's two articles I want to cover here for you guys, and I'll just find the key points to talk about in it. So this one's on Investor Business Daily. It says here, Virgin Galactic stock was initiated with a neutral rating at Goldman Sachs on Friday. The first sign of Wall Street isn't all systems go for the commercial space company, and Virgin Galactic stock fell. So Goldman Sachs is changing their rating on the stock, so let's see exactly why that is. The lack of bullishness is notable as all other Wall Street analysts have given Virgin Galactic stock a buy rating despite a lack of revenue with commercial flights still months away. In addition to starting Virgin Galactic stock with a neutral rating, Goldman Sachs also give it a $19 price target. Okay, so two things to say about that. It says here the lack of revenue and commercial flights still months away. This is not new news at all. We weren't expecting revenue for at least another 6 more months. So why are they suddenly changing their mind on this now? Honestly, this just doesn't make any sense to me. We weren't expecting revenue for another 6 more months. It's not like Virgin Galactic came out and said, we are not going to be able to fly for another year. That would make sense to me, but nothing has changed in the business. No negative news has been announced by Virgin Galactic. However, now they're just changing their mind on this for no reason. This is just kind of silly to me, and even just giving it a price target of 19, like where are they pulling these numbers out of? This is a pre-revenue stock and nothing has changed in the company. So this is really just garbage to me. But anyways, let's continue here. So they said long-term upside potential could be substantial if space can capture the space travel and supersonic flight opportunity, the analyst wrote. But the time of realization of the opportunity is very long. Customer adoption and recurrence uncertain and potential for competition not insignificant. I really want to talk about that in just 1 second. Goldman Sachs doesn't see cash flow breaking even before the middle of the decade. The analysts also warned that Virgin Galactic might not see repeat customers for several years. And they add that Blue Origin, which was the startup by Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos, has a competitive platform that could exceed Virgin Galactic's offering in certain ways. Again, I just couldn't disagree with this more. The first point that they mention is that competition is not insignificant. I mean, when we're talking about an industry that's going to grow to be one of the largest industries in the world, and they're concerned about 1 or 2 competitors, I mean, really, this is just garbage again. I don't think anybody expects for Virgin Galactic to be a monopoly in the space economy, and having a couple of their competitors is not going to affect their business at all, in my opinion. they have different business models as well. They offer different kind of space tourism, and Virgin Galactic is well in the lead. They have first mover advantage in this. So to me, this just isn't a concern at all. Next thing they say, they don't see cash flow breaking even until the middle of the decade. They give no explanation as to why they think that. Virgin Galactic has come out, they're supposed to see incredible margins of 70 to 80%, and they're cutting the costs massively with actually developing their spacecrafts, especially with 3D printing technology really taking off, which enables them to build these spacecrafts at a fraction of the cost. So yeah, maybe I would listen to this analyst if he actually backed up what he was saying with some facts and something that I can actually go off of. But he's just clearly stating his opinion and he's bearish on it. And honestly, in any new industry, you're gonna have the majority of people being bearish on it until the company can actually prove it to be successful. So that's really just all this is. So the next part here says the flight window for Virgin Galactic's first power test flight opened Thursday, but the company still hasn't scheduled the test. The powered flight will have 2 pilots on board and will contain 3 payloads that are part of the NASA Flight Opportunities program. It will be the first to take off from Virgin Galactic Spaceport America in New Mexico. I mean, yes, I agree it is kind of frustrating that Virgin Galactic isn't giving a better timeline with these space flights, but this still doesn't change anything fundamentally in the business. So to me, this is just being bearish for actually no reason. And then down here, Laura Forzek, the founder of space consulting firm Astrological, told IBD earlier that she doesn't think the technology is there yet and that Virgin Galactic is too bullish in its flight schedule estimate. She expects test flights to drag on into next year with commercial flights not beginning until the end of 2021 or 2022. They're still flying test flights because they don't think that they're there yet. Wow, I don't think that you could be more bearish without giving any facts to this. So I don't know, it just sounds like there's some serious short interest or something going on here. So where do I even start with this? Well, first, she's making an acquisition that Virgin Galactic themselves don't think that they are there yet. This to me is just ridiculous. Virgin Galactic most likely does think they're there, considering they hired Michael Kogleiser, who used to work at Disney for 20 years, to become the CEO of Virgin Galactic and to focus on the space tourism side of the business. I don't think they would have been hiring Michael if they weren't confident that they had the space side of the business down. Now they're focusing on the tourism side, and I think that does speak to their level of confidence. So to me, this is probably one of the worst articles I've ever read on a company, and they just give no facts. They make acquisitions against the company. And yeah, this doesn't concern me at all. It's unfortunate that they're able to manipulate the stock price the way they can with this kind of article. But anyways, I wouldn't worry about this personally. I'm certainly not going to sell a single share because of an article like this, and I don't think you guys should be either. Second article is just by Motley Fool. They just kind of cover some of the news that's come out. It says here that Virgin Galactic has been rocketing higher since the beginning of this year, largely due to investor excitement about its long-term potential. Goldman Sachs sees the potential, but it's just published a note reminding everybody of the challenges the company faces. And then since that announcement, the stock has been trading downwards. So then Motley Fool goes on to say, Virgin Galactic aims to sell tourists brief trips into space at ticket prices of $250,000 or more apiece. The company has backlogs of deposits and lots of potential, but is still very much a speculative venture. In a note initiating coverage, Goldman Sachs analyst Noah Popanak said that Virgin Galactic has a substantial head start in the market that has a significant long-term revenue prospects. Okay, so really not much I can say about that there. I don't think that Motley Fool is trying to imply that a $250,000 ticket is really overpriced for a brief trip to space. If they are, I think that that's just a really illogical thing to even be concerned about, considering the wealth gap in the world is drastically increasing right now. The wealthy are getting richer, the poor are getting poorer, and that's just going to continue to increase year over year. There's going to be more and more millionaires ever than before. And not to mention, people that have money spend $250,000 on a watch. They spend it on a yacht trip for a week. This isn't a lot of money for really high net worth customers. So anyways, this is my take on that. Then it goes in to say, but it's going to take a lot of time to realize that opportunity. The overall market size is still uncertain, and the potential for competition is not insignificant, Popanak notes. Spaceflight technology is not an easy feat. Many timeline delays have already occurred, and more could, the analyst wrote. And then it just says down here that he doesn't believe that they're going to hit cash flow positive or break even for the years ahead. So basically it's saying the same thing from the previous article. It's the same analyst at Goldman Sachs. Okay, so yeah, I'll give you guys my thoughts on this. Basically, those are the only two things that I can really see that's causing the sell-off, is that Goldman Sachs analyst being negative to the company, and just the uncertainty of if the test flights are going to happen anytime soon or in a couple of months. People just aren't sure. And I think a lot of people had it in their head that it was going to happen right around October 22nd. But we haven't seen Virgin Galactic give us a very good time frame lately. So this is causing a lot of uncertainty, people, and I think the people are just starting to panic and sell. But yeah, in my opinion, I can't find anything that's concerning me. I've gone through all of Virgin Galactic's news. I've been looking around for anything else. I don't see it. And the points that that analyst was making by Goldman Sachs, they're just not something that I'm concerned about at all. Nothing has changed in the company, and I feel like I have a pretty good understanding of the company. So yeah, we're basically seeing a very unjustified sell-off in Virgin Galactic right now. This happens all the time with speculative companies. You just gotta kind of expect it and stick with it. But I encourage you not to panic. Virgin Galactic's not going to $0. There was nothing fundamentally changed in the business. Your original reasons for investing in Virgin Galactic, nothing has changed. Those reasons are still very valid. Once Virgin Galactic announces that they've done their test flights and that Richard Branson's going to space, none of this is going to matter. The stock is going to trade higher once again. We're just going to see a lot of turbulence in that time. So yeah, I'm not personally concerned at all. Do I think that we're going to go back to $15 a share? Well, I'd be quite surprised to see if we do hit $15 again. But I know you hear this all the time, but that would just be a buying opportunity for us. Again, nothing fundamentally has changed in the business. So when the stock goes down and nothing actually changes, it's a buying opportunity. It's really just that simple. And yeah, let's just hope that Virgin Galactic gives us an update on the space flight. The second they do that, we're gonna see the stock go up again. But that's all I really have for this update today, guys. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please drop a thumbs up on it. It really helps out the channel a ton. And feel free to subscribe if you want to see more Virgin Galactic related content. I cover the stock every week and any news updates. And I'll see you guys in the next video.